Welcome, everyone, to the Ringside Heat Elite Report. This report is where I am going to highlight every week what I think is worth mentioning on Dynamite and Collision. And then, of course, you watch it yourself, you make your own decisions, and then reach back out to me. Let me know what you think. Am I off my rocker? Do you agree? Who knows? But let's get into it. So, this past week, we had MJF versus Adam number 3. Now, that's Adam Hangman Page. In case you didn't know, I rank them, and he's Adam number 3. But if this is the start of their program, this was an excellent start to their program. Fantastic promo, defending, of course, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. All of that was great. They even touched on AEW history. Yes, I know they're only 5 years young, and there is history, but it was pretty great. Next up, we had the return. Thank goodness, the return of Orange Cassidy, and he's happy. It's happy Orange Cassidy. He's wearing brighter colors. It was great. And it's back to his other theme music. And it was so nice. It was very nice. It's a great way to start 2025. I know we're kind of in February, but whatever, you get it. And of course, he beat Roderick Strong. Sorry, not Roderick Strong. Another great match because, of course, they both know exactly what they're doing. Now, I know some of you might have been thinking there are not enough factions in AEW. Well, we've got a new one. And they are the Ops. It is Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata. Because guess what? There's actually still a thing called the Trios Championships. And you know what? We need factions. So here's another one. Now, of course, the big announcement was Double or Nothing for May 25th. It's going to be in Phoenix. It's going to be big. So we'll see. Now, of course, we still have to get through Revolution on the 9th, but it has been announced for May 25th. Now, next up, of course, come on. Toni Storm. She and Mariah May are the best story in AEW, and they have been for a little while now, and it's continuing. Toni Storm, it's a fantastic promo. Just go see it for yourself. Speaking of, well, not the best story, but greatly improved. Honestly, Ricochet is killing it with this new gimmick. His back and forth with Prince Nana, very intriguing. Swerve wasn't there this time around, but yeah, they're putting some history and some kind of backstory in with what's going on here. So it's pretty great. It's worth a look. I think it's worth a look. And then finally, we're going to end on Edge. I'm sorry. Adam Cope. I mean, no, Cope. Cope declares war on the Death Riders. And he promises to take them out one by one. And he's got his work cut out for him because March 9th is not that far away. But anyway, that's what I liked the most about Dynamite this week. Pretty action-packed, pretty good fallouts, more or less, from the best Collision episode ever, Grand Slam Australia. But yeah, I would definitely, if you didn't catch it, go back and watch it. Now, next we had Collision. Of course, the first Collision from the last Collision. And opening right up with Toni Storm as we see her walking down the hallway. But not for long, because Mariah May came out of nowhere and absolutely destroyed her. Again, the best story in AEW right now is continuing. Mariah May is not done with Toni Storm by any means. Revolution. It's all going to come at Revolution. All right. Next up, let's do a quick talk about the Luchador division, or at least, well, it's not even a division. The Luchador wrestlers that are in AEW right now, they are not to be slept on. And one of the newer ones, for AEW at least, is Hologram. Chico will appreciate this. Hologram is an action figure. You know, as a kid, or if you still have them, Chico, action figures, and you make them do crazy flips and things that, you know, defy gravity and really don't make sense. And it's only because you have two hands and are able to. Anyway, Hologram is an action figure that doesn't need another hand flipping him. Or just watch his match with Mordos. It's crazy. He's recently back from an injury too. And yeah, do not sleep on the Luchador division or the Luchador wrestlers, I should say. They're not their own division. The Luchador wrestlers in AEW right now, they're pretty fantastic. Next, another one who has just taken the ball and is running with it, Harley Cameron. She is not slowing down at all. Absolutely fine, has not been hurt at all by this loss with Mercedes. She is just, everyone's going to feel the wrath. Just watch the promo. It's pretty great. And yeah, she's doing really well. She had like one of the worst starts in at least some of like the worst segments in AEW had, but she was able to get through that. But I mean, all our favorites have the worst starts. I mean, Taker was told he would never draw. Steve Austin was the ringmaster. Everybody wanted Rocky Maivia to die. So maybe that's what, if you have a terrible start, you're going to be great. So that's what's happening. Anyway, next up, another one. Julia Hart is also back. Of course, she's with the newly formed Hounds of Hell, and all three of them are looking strong, of course. But Julia Hart versus Queen Aminata. The best thing that Julia Hart is still doing, again, I will always point out the little details. If you watch her in the match, she is probably always going to be the smallest wrestler in the ring in her match, but the confidence and then the viciousness that she can pull off, it's great. And again, so new in her career as well, to have those kind of things down pat, it's fantastic. Pardon me, it's fantastic. Next, we have the Murder Machines. Why am I talking about the Murder Machines? Exactly. But they did call out the Hurt Syndicate, which is a very bold move to do. And then also, who everybody loves, because they are the 80s personified, the Outrunners have also called out the Hurt Syndicate. So there's going to be a battle to see who's going to be the number one contender for the tag team titles, most likely at Revolution. Next, we have Max Caster, who's actually entertaining with this heel turn and never winning in his open challenges. And of course, he had to face Brody King this week. Definitely watch it. Okay. A couple of, just one controversial, I guess, topic. Jericho has retained the Ring of Honor title. Now, he had a great match with Bandito. Bandito, again, another of the luchador contingent that is on AEW and Ring of Honor that should not be overlooked. All these guys have been fantastic. Has a really good match. Now, I know Jericho constantly is getting "you should retire" speeches or chants and everything like that. I get it. He's not the Jericho of old. How could he be? He's been doing this for 33 years now, something crazy like that. But he's also not doing himself any favors in these kind of matches. They're not finger poke of doom matches. They're not squash matches. He's in there working, and if he isn't still fun to watch, at least for me. But again, just my opinion. And then finally, we have the Trios Championship match. Why is this the main event? Well, because the Death Riders are the Trios champions. And Garcia and, oh my goodness, I forgot the other's name. Cool Hand, Ange, and oh my goodness, the Canadian. Wow, that's not good. But it shows he's been doing a lot of announcing lately, and I can't think of it. Magic. That's it. Magic. All right. Anyway, so the three of them took on the Death Riders. It didn't work out, but the Death Riders, of course, at the end of the match, what they wanted to do was prove their point, because that's all they want to do is break and hurt everybody. And it just didn't work out that way. Of course, some help came to their rescue, and that came in the form of, oddly enough, the Undisputed Kingdom. So it seems Adam Cole, Roderick Strong, and Kyle Fisher, they're going to be standing up to the Death Riders. And again, we need new factions. There is a Trios Championship, so there's three right there. And of course, as they made good to help out Garcia and his boys, Edge then came out. I'm sorry, Adam Copeland. Nope, Cope came out, and he made good on his promise. Pac was the victim of two vicious concertos, an actual look of fear on Jon Moxley's face. We're heading into Revolution, but of course, what I think is going to happen Revolution is what happened with the TNT title. Go look that up, and that's my prediction for that. But anyway, that's what we got for this week. That's what I thought of for these two shows for Dynamite and Collision. Let me know what you think. Well, am I way off base? Should Jericho retire? Is Max Caster still a joke? Platinum Max? I don't know. This is what I thought. Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much. Follow us along. You'll see all at the bottom here. Ringside Heat. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. What's that one? Threads and Patreon. Check us out. Thanks, everybody. Bye, guys.